Hey, hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So, man, it's been pretty crazy since we've since no, this has been one crazy week. This has been one absolutely ridiculous, crazy week. Not so much, not so much with toys, just with life in general. Things have been kind of crazy over here. Um, yeah, it's weird. Like this is a time where just so many things have changed. We're all just trying to catch up and it's a weird time. It's a weird time in for all of us, really. It really is a very, very unusual time for many of us in just this whole, this whole thing. What am I talking about? Well, basically, you know, I've been going to a lot of more places these days, surprisingly, and it's just gotten. Let's dial it back a little bit. And I'm just gonna share some thoughts about what's been happening lately and where I think we're gonna start heading. Um, as a people, right? As a community, and what is what does it mean to be part of an actual community? So last weekend, I was at several, I was at a couple shows actually, and one of them I was actually a guest at, and for the most part, we weren't expecting a large crowd. We really weren't. It wasn't something that just because of the state of the world as it is today. And prior to that, I think 2 weeks prior to that, there was Anime North, which is one of the largest anime conventions here in Canada. And the contrast between a show like Anime North and a smaller show, a smaller toy show, is vast. We're talking about tens of thousands of people versus a few hundred, maybe even 1,000 people. And it's interesting where the parallels are. And I noticed a lot of parallels, between the two. Mainly to do with the way people interacted with each other. We're living in a time now where everyone's standing on eggshells, and we're all trying to be courteous to each other. We're all trying to understand each other, but we're also trying to basically follow what's right in our own heads. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. And I always default to the idea that you should take care of yourself. You should take care of the people around you. Um, but I I really came to the realization that I truly, truly miss, what life was like before the pandemic. It's that old adage that you really don't know what you've lost until it's actually gone. You know, the fact that we're all again just trying to live our lives the way we do. It really is just one of those situations where we've just the world has changed, and we've all got to just try to catch up and really understand the new realization of where we are in the world. And conventions and gatherings are doing the exact same thing. San Diego Comic Con, Fan Expo, which is coming up, Anime North, all of them have a responsibility to take care of their attendees, and it's always a delicate line, to cross when you're trying to take care of people at the same time you're trying to, make a really good show. And the reality is that you can't have both, at least not in the way it used to be, right? It used to be you could pack a convention stadium full of people with like literally sardines. Um, I had the privilege of going to San Diego Comic Con, I believe, like 4 years in a row, from 2016 to 2019. And actually, it was 28. No, it was 2018. Sorry, 2016 to 2018. Uh, no, it wasn't. It was 20. What? No, I'm trying to remember now. No, I think it was 2019. Anyway, Um, it was a crazy time. It really was. And I remember while I was there, the whole city was packed. You can actually watch any of my videos from back then. I did a whole bunch of vlogs, and you can see just the whole city turns into Comic Con. To a lesser degree, here in Toronto, in Canada, Enemy North, it was a much smaller version of that. The entire airport, there are like 6 hotels, which are dedicated to Enemy North, and you can see people walking from each hotel to each other. Like we're talking about, uh, like like 10-minute walk down the street, and people are doing that. But when you get into the hotels, they're literally like packed in there like sardines, activities and everything like that, panels, all the dealer's room, everything. And this was the norm, for fandom back in the day. And it's strange that I should say back in the day, because that was really only 2 years ago. But now, I've gone to multiple events this year. So I'm surprisingly, because this is the first time I've ever been able to have the opportunity to do that, and I've really noticed the change. Right, in most cases, it's self-governing. Right, a lot of conventions, a lot of events. Sorry, they're not. There are no mask mandates. That are required for a lot of venues, but many of the events that I've gone to have really basically stepped up their game and said, you should at least wear a mask at the very least, or at least they encourage you as much as possible to wear masks. And in some cases, as with San Diego Comic-Con and even Anime North, they actually require a vaccine passport, right? And that in and of itself has its advantages, and it has its struggles. With San Diego Comic Con, they have already been set up for a longest time to actually badge in and badge out using a badge system which actually has a really advanced technology in terms of the types of badges that they use. And for the most part, that's all good. And they required this year to actually have a vaccine passport, which you had to actually go online to confirm that you were fully vaccinated. And of course, throughout the entire event, you had to have masks. Enemy North tried the same thing with mixed results. And I think that if you are, for organizers out there, this should be taken as a lesson. If you are going to try something like that, definitely, really think about what it is that you're doing, because in the case of Enemy North, the execution was so, and some people were affected by it greatly, and some people, and by the third day of Anime North, they pretty much had to sidestep what their initial requirement was. It was the second day, just to get people in the door. And it all comes down to planning at the end of the day. And you know what? I applaud the organizers for trying their best to keep people safe. But there just comes a fine line where when you're dealing with, like, when you're a convention which is only about 2,000 people strong, it's a heck of a lot easier to manage the expectations of people who are attending. Whereas if you're an event where you're over 10,000 people, getting to 20,000 people plus, the entire game changes. And getting people into the door alone is what became a major concern in many regards. And now with virtual events, the industry is moving towards this kind of equilibrium where there's and we saw at San Diego Comic-Con, certain companies are bringing physical products to the event to actually sell and merchandise and exclusives to get people excited, word of mouth. But then we have the opposite, which is like Hasbro, which is that no, we're not going to bring you physical products. We're just going to do QR codes, and these are going to be the norm from now on. And basically, you'll pre-order, and we will ship it to you 6 months later, which is all fine and dandy. But then, with certain pre-ordering systems, we're seeing some very unusual activity as well. As recently as this past week, where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze Turtles 2-packs actually reached Target before the 4-pack, which was sold as an exclusive on NECA, has even been sent out to the people who pre-ordered them. And this is causing a lot of confusion, and a lot of people are actually getting upset because you can, buying an exclusive 4-pack, which of course it has its VHS style case and everything like that. That's one thing, but people who aren't hardcore, exclusive collectors who are never going to open this box or never going to take it out of the packaging or what have you. There are a lot of people out there who just wanted the figures and secure them so that they could actually, have it first and really enjoy them and put them on the display, right? Those are the things. Those are the things that are getting people, kind of miffed, because now they're like, well, geez, I could just go to Target and pick up, both of those 2-packs. They're already in the freaking stores. And where is the exclusivity there? Where is the, where is the loyalty? Because these are the people, the first adopters, who are putting their trust in you as a company, NECA, to deliver these products on time and really give people a sense of value, in terms of their overall experience. And that is really diminished when you come down to a concept that if you just wait a few months, it'll be in Target first, because the larger distribution channels are there and available for them. So now we're stuck in this little conundrum, because like larger events and exclusives, traditionally were meant for these gigantic, huge, events. And one of the main things about these events, one of the main things that not main, but one of the really attractive things about these events, which companies took advantage of, was that if you go to an event, you are guaranteed, not really guaranteed, but you have a chance. You have a chance at getting an exclusive product, which can only be bought at this event at a certain time of day, until they're sold out. Whether it was PowerCon, whether it was San Diego Comic-Con, whether it was New York Comic-Con, whether it was LA Comic-Con, right? All of these major events usually had partnerships with Hasbro, with Mattel, with NECA, and maybe not even partnerships, but but all these companies had prepared these exclusives, these one-time exclusives for once a year, at this particular season, at this particular year, to actually release these products. And now, with the digital space the way it is, because the world is kind of like, compressed to a certain degree, because we were locked away for 2 years, the pivot has happened and things have changed dramatically. The world has changed. So now the companies are looking to change along with that. But that's the question today. The question today is, where does that leave us? Where does that leave retail? Where does that leave conventions? And are conventions actually relative anymore? You know what I mean? Because of the space. It seems more and more likely that Hasbro PulseCon is pushing their own narrative now. And we can see that more and more, because this year at San Diego Comic-Con, which is traditionally a huge venue for Hasbro, they did not bring any products at all. They actually didn't even have a retail presence, which is usually a massive booth. They usually have 2 locations at San Diego Comic-Con. One location closer to the front entrance, and the other location a little bit across the way, where they actually have most of their products available for sale. That was not the case this year. So it's very interesting. And as I reported about Hasbro, a few, I believe it was literally on the eve of San Diego Comic-Con, they actually pulled a crazy, savage move to actually announce, the date for Hasbro PulseCon the day before, San Diego Comic-Con. That is ridiculous. That's just bad form. And like I said, it's just a savage move to be able to announce your convention when you're actually attending a convention and you're not bringing any products anyways, and then to even up the ante, and during your panel, which is basically scheduled at somebody else's convention, you're going ahead and showing products which are only available at your convention. Holy crap! And we know for a fact that Hasbro PulseCon is going to be a digital only event. Things are changing, and it's interesting to see, the way the whole landscape of collecting is starting to change and starting to move. And then you know what? We come to we come to some very interesting things that happened over the past couple of weeks, right? After PowerCon concluded, right? Mo Tuesdays sort of already had started a couple of announcements in, but the first announcement was a bit mundane, right? It wasn't really anything exciting, which that's actually a safe move. You're not really gonna come out swinging. Depending on you want to save your best stuff for later down the road. But obviously, to get people charged up, the second announcement was actually very, very good, or very, very bad, depending on on how you look at it. Kind of too bad, actually. But it got people excited again. And the third week kind of got people scratching their heads. Like seriously, it really is one of those things, and it just really brings up the question of who are you marketing towards in a lot of ways. And I sort of rationalized it in my video, sort of explaining that what, we're all growing up. These are collectibles for adults, but at the same time, adults have families, right? And maybe that's actually what they're trying to do. They're trying to bridge that gap. They're trying to introduce these products to a newer generation through the fans of Masters of the Universe. But it's just the brand, the marketing around it is kind of confusing. And I'm kind of at odds as to exactly what's happening. But it's also still an exclusive, only available at Mattel Creations, and at a price point which is just absolutely ridiculous for what the heck is actually being collected. It's mind-boggling. It's head-scratching kind of stuff. But it just, is this the state of the market right now? Is this just another indication of the way companies want to start moving into a direction, right? And that's actually what I'm hoping to discuss tonight and try and look at with a bit of a discerning eye, because honestly, it really is one of those strange situations where we really don't know what the future of retail is going to be anymore, right? It's crazy when we start seeing like massive clearances on Target, on Walmart, and you know what? Recently here in Canada at Toys R Us. Right now, Toys R Us is running a promotion, which I just saw the other day, that they have an entire month of clearance items, and they will take off an additional 15% as long as you buy 2 clearance items. That is basically tax plus. They're basically saying don't pay taxes if you buy at least 2 clearance items. That's kind of crazy. Now, granted, these items have been on the shelf for well over a year and a half, but it's eye-opening in terms of what's happening with retail right now, and in terms of like adult collectibles, right? And this is going to be a point of contention for every, no matter what. It's a polarizing kind of situation. But the truth is, and if you really, really look at it, and multiple people have questioned this, and a lot of people have their own opinions on this. But when it comes down to the root of the whole situation, toys are still made for kids, right? We as adults are privileged enough to actually have toys which are marketed towards us now. But the reality is the landscape of toys is still very much a kid's market. And if you actually look, Toys R Us is a really good example of this, because if you actually go through Toys R Us and you look at the aisleways and you actually look at the children, the true dedicated children's aisles versus the action figure aisle, and the adult collectibles like NECA, and now that we can actually see these parallels with NECA and things like that, you can see the clear divide between pricing, especially at Toys R Us, because now many of the toys at Toys R Us for adult collectors are upwards of 30% additional on top that they of an increase prior to just last year, even prior to that. And I've always equated it to their new ownership with Sunrise, but there's something else going on. I don't know exactly why they have this, but it's leading to a complete miscalculation in my opinion, because for whatever reason they've decided to hike up the prices, and to be honest with you, no one's buying these freaking toys. Like toys which normally would have been flying off the shelves in droves, are just sitting on the shelves. And my last video actually kind of showed that, today that I posted today. Boba Fett traditionally is an item which never sits on the shelf. Never. 9 times out of 10, when Boba Fett is put on a shelf, it's gone within the first day, sometimes a week, maybe even 2 weeks. But after that, it's gone. Those Boba Fetts that I showed on my video today, they've been sitting there for about almost 2 weeks now. That's unheard of, and there are 6 of them. There's still 6 of them there, right? But at $45, I think it was $46. That is not that surprising. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it doesn't help that playing devil's advocate here. It doesn't help that there's no window packaging to prove that there's actually an actual figure in there, right? There's a lot of concerns going on in the industry right now, and Hasbro is not exactly helping their cause. Sometimes they put a window on it, sometimes they don't. The first set of legacy figures, I think it was Kickback, drag strip, RC, and Skids. No window packaging, no cellophane whatsoever. And I posted the video today, and you saw on that video, you saw that the next wave of Velocitron, the Velocitron wave, which is basically just a bunch of repaints. Every single one of those figures had a cellophane window on it. What is going on? Like, there seems to be some sort of confusion going on internally with Hasbro. And then they go ahead and make an announcement that for anything Star Wars related going forward, they're just going to go ahead and screw their entire mandate and go ahead and put for Vintage Collection anyway. They're going to go back on their word and say, yeah, you know what, we made, we understand vintage packaging is huge for collectors. We're not going to change that. We're going to keep with window packaging going forward. And people went nuts. If that's not an indication to Hasbro that something's that maybe someone made a mistake in making this hard line decision that there's not going to be any window packaging on any of their products, maybe somebody's having a realization that something's going on. But besides that, the whole concept of exclusives continues to bubble to the surface. Whether it's an exclusive for Amazon, whether it's exclusive for Walmart, for Target, for Toys R Us, any of these major retailers, they all are making these. GameStop, they're all making these exclusives. Walgreens, all these different retailers, they're all making these exclusive deals with toy manufacturers for adult products. That in of itself showcases that there is a viable market for adult collectibles, but at the same time, when's it going to stop? Because I think collectors are starting to get tired. Collectors are starting to get frustrated and upset, and having to go to this location, having to go to a Walgreens. Sometimes you don't have Walgreens in your state, right? Sometimes that's not a thing. All right. Here in Canada, we have no Walgreens. Here in Canada, we have no Target. So it ends up going to the next major retailer, which is either GameStop or Toys R Us. And you know what? Not everybody has a Toys R Us in their city, right? Not everybody has a GameStop in their city, which is kind of surprising. But basically, GameStops are starting to drop off the map more quickly than anyone would like. So now we're stuck in a situation where retail is really starting to thin. And it's gonna get kind of scary as to what's happening. Now, a lot of people are kind of saying that retail will eventually go online entirely, but I'll tell you, compared to Amazon, every single major retailer out there has no clue what they're doing online. Absolutely none. And this is the major concern, going forward. Will retail eventually catch up on the online space in order to fulfill demand? Or is there always going to be a space for brick and mortar? And it's interesting. And then with these exclusives, is that going to continue? It's just these questions, all these questions that have been bubbling to the surface ever since San Diego Comic-Con, ever since PowerCon, ever since all these other major conventions that are going on, and just all these new announcements coming out of nowhere. Like with the Venom 3-pack, the Spider-Man 3-pack, the Orion Pax announcement, Serpentor, the Tigra for Big Bad Toy Store, right? Even fan channels are now getting exclusives. it is getting to be one crazy kind of landscape out there. And you know what? As a fan, as someone who wants to collect a lot of this stuff, crazy like me, it's getting ridiculous. And trying to actually keep up with all these exclusives and trying to make sure that I actually, get my hands on a few of these just to say that my collection is complete, it can really help to burn out, your overall outlook. And I've heard from multiple people, right? As early as this week, followers of the channel, friends of the channel, who said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with Origins. I'm done with Classified. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. And it's disheartening. It really is. And you know what? It seems to be, a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will, that the more these companies continue to do these practices which anger fans, eventually people are just going to get pissed off and leave the hobby entirely. And we're not even talking about pressing right now. That seems to be that seems to be a crux, and that seems to be an entire conversation in and of itself. Anyway, I wanted to just give an overview as to what we were talking about tonight, but at the same time, I've been rambling on for well over half an hour. Oh my god! Let's say hi to who's in the chat. Thank you guys for being so patient, and of course, sticking with me, because honestly, that was a huge windbag kind of moment, because I tend to have those. But it's just these are the things that go through my head sometimes, because I often sit here and I get very, very lucky with exclusives for whatever reason, but at the same time, not everyone does, and a lot of people get pissed off, and a lot of people are leaving the hobby. Raraken, kumusta ka, Jay? Hello, guys. I hope everyone's doing great tonight. Good, kumusta ka, buddy? Good to see you, Raraken. How are you doing tonight? Unicorns Left Nut. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thygo likes. Hi, hey, Thygo, what's going on? Hi from Mexico. What do you know about the first Origins wave will be again for sale? I've heard so many rumors, and you know what? People have been talking about how it's going to be reissued and everything like that. But to be perfectly honest with you, Thygo, it's seeming more and more unlikely. However, with this new what's it called? What's it called? Shoot. With the commitment that Mattel has made to go into 2023, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually re-release the first line. But it's just so volatile right now. We just have no idea. I hope that helps. Renegade Biker, good to see you, brother. How's it going? Ashman55, what's going on, Ashman? Good to see you. How are you holding up? I'm doing well, my friend. It is what it is. But we're all just living in this little spinning blue globe that we call home. Ashman, I forgot to cancel my Fortnite Snake Eyes, so I'm stuck with it. No one in Tuscan wants it, really. Is it actually being released? I didn't even think it was actually. I thought it was going to be like another year from now. Well, brother, you know what? He looks good. He looks very, very good. I hope you enjoy him. Cobweb, hey Jay, good to see you, Cob. Working you hours, so not here as much. Gonna stay till I knock out. Get some sleep, brother. Don't worry about it. But thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Magnum Fetus. What the heck, dude? Magnum Fetus. Hello. Good to see you, Magnum. What's going on, brother? Great name. Ashman 55. After all the fees, I would lose money. That figure is not worth retail plus shipping. So I would lose. Man, that sucks. That's unfortunate. That's pretty crazy. Old IT guy, what's going on, brother? Glad I'm able to join tonight. I hear you, Jay. Pandemic seems like a whole other reality. It's true. You don't really know what you have until it's gone. Unfortunately, this is the truth. And you know what? We used to be able to do so much, right? We used to be able to go wherever we want, do whatever we want, gather as much as we want. And now, yeah, the world has changed. The world has changed. Wheels of Chaotic Doom. What's going on? Life pandemic for me is the same now as it was then. I've been a suburban hermit since the late 90s. I've never liked socializing, and I hang out with people. I'm happy in my own company. Well, there you go, brother. Digital access has allowed for people to still communicate and still have interesting relationships across the globe. So it does have its advantages for sure. Gary Wood, hey Gary Wood, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Everyone's having their own conversations, which is good. Rulo, Torfland. Hey Jay, greetings from Mexico. Some of the exclusives are selling at retailer. Nice. That's a good thing. That's excellent. And you know what? Sometimes here in Canada, we also get some retail items. Many of the first many of the first HasLabs were actually retail, sold at retail here at GameStop. But it was still very much an exclusive hunt. So you still got the same crappy experience. Ashby 55, Rulo, how close are you to the border? I'm in Tucson and not far from you. Would love to get some Mexico bootlegs. That'd be great. You guys can definitely connect and hopefully get some trades going. King Panther, greetings, Jay, greatest man. Oh, Noel, you're crazy. Thank you so much, my friend. I watched your room tour and it's amazing. I don't know how you can afford it, but may you continue to collect until your heart is content. Support from Chicago and Noel. Thank you, Noel. Honestly, I have had to thin out my collection a little bit because I do have some car payments to make. So, but I'm still collecting as frequently as I have since the beginning. So yeah, it is kind of crazy, and I've dedicated a new room to it, as you know. And yeah, my new series is going to be basically focusing on creating that toy room. So I hope you guys will join me on that adventure. Helian Dread got Pighead and 2000X He-Man today. Excellent. Pighead falls over a lot, and if not positioned perfectly, and 2000X He-Man is tied with windswept hair. He-Man He-Man for favorite figure of He-Man himself. Excellent. I'm glad it's working out. Sorry to hear about Pigman, but not every part, no figure is perfect, and although we do get pretty close sometimes. King Panther, Mr. J, I found Montana in the wild. At Target today in Chicago. He is one of my top 10 figs for the league this year, and you must agree, Jay, because he sees everything. Okay, well, I don't know. I'll find out once I actually see Montana, if I ever see him, because honestly, it's been very sparse here in Canada. But I really hope to see him sooner rather than later. Neil Hunter Hyde, hey Neil, what's going on, brother? Even with the vaccine, one can still asymptotically carry and distribute. For this reason, I feel that we should put more energy into requiring masks. Yeah, but there are studies out there that say that masks really are not that effective. It's weird. The way I've always looked at it is, the virus is eventually going to become the common cold. Oh, sorry, the flu season. Every year, people are going to have to get boosters. Every year, people are gonna get sick, and it's going to be part of a way of life. But currently, it's the newest, biggest thing, and we just don't know how to deal with it. So eventually, it's going to become a part of life, and we shall see what happens going forward. Personally, I'm immune compromised, so I'm always wearing a mask. But I'm used to wearing masks during flu season and when I'm flying. Well, there you go, Neil. But at the end of the day, it should be a choice, right? People should have the choice, and right now we are all as far as every state and every province right now, there is really no requirement for masks, indoor or outdoors. So I think at this point, it really comes down to personal choice. Nolan, evening all. Hey, Nolan, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Renegade, okay, cool. Okay, you guys are still having your own conversations. Pop back to Rick. That ain't right. Walmart Canada jacking up the price for MOTU figures from $14.99 to $22.99. Even figures from previous waves that couldn't be sold and remaining on the shelf, it went up with them too. I have heard this. I have heard that they are going up, but I also have heard that they will honor the price if you take a picture and it still says $14.99 on the peg. So be sure to do that. Pop back to Rick. If you actually see any figures which are $14.99, which are still labeled $14.99, be sure to take a picture and they will honor it. That's actually a requirement in Canada. Rulo, Ashman 55. If you want to contact me on Five there are a lot of places here to find them. Excellent. So I'm glad you guys are connecting. Hey, what's going on, Chaz? Good to see you, brother. Ashman 55. That Tiger would have been for PowerCon if it was still in California. I think Super 7 is going to be like the Four Horsemen and only do shows near them and not too far away from them. That's an interesting insight. I'm really not too sure. But it does make sense. I mean, traveling costs these days are quite high. And, there is always a risk of, as a lot of people are concerned, right? Just traveling and going to conventions in general. So yeah, that's an interesting concept. Thanks for bringing that up. Ashman. Cobweb. Is Canada pricing usually higher than the US? The answer is yes. Question to pop out correct, but the answer is generally yes. Our pricing, our dollar value is actually much higher. So yeah, every time you see one of my videos, it's actually it's shocking, but the reality is that it's only about it's relative to the 30%. Well, today that the US dollar is, and it's a little bit less now today. So yeah, it really is hurting us in terms of collectibles. Nolan, Cobweb, yes, they are. This is true. Michael McNally, McJ, I found you through Junkman, and you were awesome. I enjoy your videos and your live streams. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate it. Junkman's an awesome channel. If anybody hasn't checked out Junkman, please do. He's not like a lot of people talk about him in a certain regard, and you know what? I've never found that. I've never found that he's all the rumors surrounding him. There's nothing like that. Honestly, he's a really great guy. Love his channel. Love his nostalgia. Love his enthusiasm. Definitely go check out the Junkman. You guys won't regret it. Nolan, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Renegade Biker, Nolan, it seems like the Canadian inflation is worse than in the US. You know what? That's debatable. That is actually debatable, but it can sometimes feel that way. Jerry Borchard. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Foot traffic is back, but wallets are still hurting from inflation. Yes, this is also a correlation. Bob Direct at Cobweb a week ago, all MOTU figures were $14.99, including the Sunman, Anti-Eternia, Clawful. Now it's $22.99. I don't get why Evelyn Fisto went up too. Usually they go down in prices. But that might change, Pop Actor. And like I said, you can as long as you can take a picture of a peg if it's still listed on the peg at $14.99, they will still honor it. You could also request a rain check price. There are multiple ways to actually get that and explain that this was on sale for $14.99 for so long. Why is it now on this price? Can you honor the $14.99 price? Because you know what, I finally decided to buy it. That's something you can try to do. Now, don't argue with the staff if they're not going to let you do it. Don't get belligerent. Don't become aggressive. Just let it go. It is what it is. Neil, Money Talks. This goes for the power of fan and / collector's opinion. This is true. Neil, you are absolutely correct. You know what? Speaking of with your wallet, is very powerful. It really is. But if everybody wants a figure or exclusive, it really is hard to sway that many people to actually do to go against the grain and do something different. Nolan just picked up Clam Chant last week for $12. That's a really great price, and you know what? He's good for customizing. So now's the time to pick him up. Pop Actor in Ottawa, we had 3 Toys R Us's. Yes. And we had multiple Toys R Us's here as well, and slowly, the ones that don't perform do drop off. Nolan, Pop Actor, that would have been pretty awesome. It would have, yeah, for sure. Pop Actor, I doubt how long they will stay in business. Hardly no one goes there except for me. You know what, and that is a concern. But on the weekends, it's always packed. Pop Actor, always. I've had to go to Toys R Us on occasion on the weekend, and it is rammed. It is always full of kids. It's always full of parents and families. So I on the weekends at least, that's definitely where they make their money. 100%. Cerberus Forever. Hey, Cerberus, what's going on? Amazon is still less than 7% of retail. The reason retail is struggling is because of poor practices. That's an interesting take on it. And yeah, I can't deny what you're saying. It's interesting how again the concept that the customer is always right. This kind of situation, it's interesting, and the landscape has completely changed. So we will see how it progresses going forward. But is that true that Amazon is only 7% of retail? I'm not sure that I'm not 100% sure of that stat. Even if they're only 7% of retail in the entire retail space, I guarantee that on the online space, they're probably closer to 80, or at least 70 or 60, because they have a wide market share on that one. I'm just going to do a quick Google of this. Yeah, so Amazon accounts for 43% of U.S. online sales. So that they are a huge they are huge in terms of their online retail presence. But uh, yeah, e-commerce they're just kicking ass. But there's actually nothing's coming up for. Hold on. All right, I'm just gonna type in 7% and see if that actually brings anything up. Hmm. It doesn't. There's actually no well, on a quick Google search. There's actually nothing that says where they stand on overall retail. Um, hmm. Let me try a difference. Amazon versus brick and mortar. Let's. Hey, stop it. Brick and mortar. Let's see if there's anything out there. Um. Yeah, physical retail sales will be strong and growing. Yeah, there's no actual stat. So I'm not 100% sure exactly where that 7% comes from. If you could cite me or show me the passage, or at least tell me which site that you found that quote, I can look it up quicker. But in terms of anything else, there's actually no specific. Um, I don't know where that 7% comes from, Cerberus. So definitely let me know which website you found that on, and I'll be able to find it faster. But right now, as in terms of online sales, they're upwards of 40 to 48% of the market, which is insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is just absolutely nuts. Cobweb, Pop Actor, that's a huge jump. Ours went over a couple of bucks, but I'm pretty sure that using BPTS at 18.99 because it saves gas. Yeah, but trying to get them across the border to Canada, there's an additional cost. So sometimes it evens itself out. It's kind of weird. Ron Sarmiento, hey Jay, what's going on, Ron? Good to see you, my friend, and everybody. Nolan, that's too bad. We still have ours in Saskatoon. Well, we still have Toys R Us, but unfortunately, they're not as abundant as everything out there. Nolan, Toys R Us is triple the price on every toy they sell. That's not true, Pop Actor Rick. That's not true. For action figures, I think it's coming close to that. Not exactly triple. It's 30%. I'm not going to say it's triple because what that's the I think you were trying to say it's 30% more. Pop Actor Rick, not triple, because that statement is quite spacious because it's not triple. It's actually 30%. I know because I've been following it very, very closely. So it's about 30% hike from where it was even a few years ago, even as close as like last year. But in terms of like children's toys, they have not actually gone up that much. So Pop Actor, we have to measure ourselves when we can't just make blanket statements like that. It's actually not entirely true. It's not entirely true. Eric Stream 21, what's up, dude? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Eric Stream. I appreciate that. Addy Boy, what up, Jay? What up, Addy Boy? Good to see you, my friend. Alberto Castaneda Sosa. Castaneda Sosa. I apologize, my friend, if I didn't read that right. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm from Mexico. I buy stuff from Amazon Mexico, brick and mortar stores from Mexico, and then from Amazon USA, Amazon eBay USA, and Mattel Creations from Japan, and from Target and Walmart USA. I know, my friend. It's trying to hunt exclusives, trying to hunt all these action figures for everywhere. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting nuts. But you know what? This is the life, and this is the reality of being a collector in 2022. It's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts. Neil, hey Mega J, happy Friday, mate. Happy Friday to you too, brother. Thank you so much for that. Alberto, it's not easy getting figures nowadays. if you're a completionist, man, it's just stupid. It is getting really, really dumb. Jake Coombs, I'm done with Walmart anything. Honestly, brother, I know you're trying to say that, but Walmart will be back in your life eventually, just for the littlest things sometimes. But you can definitely prove me wrong. It's not hard to avoid Walmart. You can go to other retailers at any time. Nolan, pop actor. Yep, even the sales are nuts. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Jake Coombs, the way Walmart packages and multiple experiences I've had with shipping, forget it. I know a lot of people are saying that the G.I. Joe retro cards, all of them have been damaged in some form or another. Zom 2010, Edmonton here. Mattel has priced me out of Origins, sadly. Bummer, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Zom. But you know what? For the longest time, they were the standout in terms of adult collectibles. And in reality, they weren't technically adult collectibles. They were toys which kids could play with too. It's an interesting market. It really is. Neil, I try to avoid Walmart at all costs, multiple reasons. But the straw that broke the camel's back is that I don't work here. They used to pay people to check out groceries. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's interesting. That's interesting, though. Pop actor. If Mattel releases or gets Mossman, Real Blaster, Spike are Too Bad, and Cyclone, and end it there along with Snake Mountain, I wouldn't be upset. Well, those are goals, and those are wish lists that I think we all have, my friend. And hopefully they will actually get there. Dynamite Geeks. What's going on, Dynamite? Good to Dynamite. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. How goes it, everybody? It's going well, my friend. It's going well. Extreme. These companies are going to price the majority of their loyal fans out. For a few rich collectors, it's more like a job than a hobby collecting these days. You know what, Extreme? I know what you're saying. With exclusivity, with everything along those lines. But at the same time, we do have to come to a realization that the inflation right now has gone through the absolute freaking roof, and you can blame that on a number of different reasons, like not the least of which being just the price of gas and the price of material goods. But we do have to understand that everything's going up, right? Again, and I keep saying this. These are luxuries. These things you can't eat them. They can't keep you warm. You can't you can't use them to put on your back for clothing. You can't do that, right? But when everything else goes up, when food goes up, when clothing goes up, when heating and electricity goes up, that's really the stuff that we have to be concerned about. These, as much as I love them, as much as I want to collect them, as much as I hope that they'll start to go down in price, the reality is everything's going up in price. So you know what, on that level, we just have to be grateful that these things even are affordable at all. Because in a lot of ways, they're just going to shoot up to the point where we can't afford them. And then you know what? Either you're going to start collecting only one line, your absolute favorite line, or a lot of people are just going to get out of the hobby completely. It's just the way it is. Diecast Fly, hey, what's going on, brother? How are you, Jay? I see the way I see it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's plastic, and it will make itself available to you at some point. Sometimes you get it the first time. Sometimes it's your last. This is true, Diecast Fly. That's a wonderful philosophy. I actually really appreciate that. Thank you. Nolan, oh geez, Nolan, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $1 super chat. You're amazing, my friend. Nolan, Zone 2010. I keep hearing from a lot of smaller guys, Mattel doesn't leave anything for markup. You know what? The whole toy landscape in and of itself is kind of brutal. If you listen to Nerdzoic, he did a whole explanation that in his last couple of videos, that retail for toys is actually brutal. Like the actual markup that you're allowed, not that you're not allowed to make a markup of whatever you want, but competing with Target and Walmart and all these other major brands, it's almost impossible because they bring down their prices as low as they can go, and trying to compete them is very, very difficult. So the actual markup in general is actually quite competitive, and it's not profitable in many regards to most retailers. So it's crazy. Zom 2010. Send them here, please. Okay. Neil, LOL. Suburban Hermit. I've gone through phases. Oh my gosh, the chat's exploded. Okay, I'm gonna have to start. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to start skipping pretty soon because I have to catch up and get to a lot of other. At least say hi to hi to as many people as possible. Neil Hunter Hyde. LOL, Suburban Hermit. I've gone through phases being a shut in, literally. So my 14 months locked in was a nice reset. Oh, that's interesting. Well, there's another great way to look at it. Nolan, Dynamite Geeks, clink clink. Good to see you. All right, so let's see here. Kirk HD, hey brother, what's going on? Jay, what up? Good to see you. Of course, good to see you too, brother. Dynamite Geeks, I'm looking for a MOTU Mr. T. I have a Mattel Creation Sunman to trade. Well, there should be some people here who can help you, Dynamite Geeks, guys. If you are interested in training a MOTU Mr. T for a Creation Sunman, definitely hit up Dynamite Geeks. All right, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to start skipping here just to catch up. Sorry, Rodimus Prime. Hey Jay, kind of bummed that I haven't found Legacy Cosmos anywhere. I just missed out on the pre-orders from TF Source and Walmart Online, and Evil tried Walmart Canada, all sold out. Did find Pigman and 2000X He-Man. That's excellent. Yes, Cosmos is definitely going to be one of those hard to find figures. However, I have heard, I think it was Mike from Titanium Hanger had mentioned, and some other online reports that Hasbro has figured that out and said that they're actually going to start shipping dedicated cases in the next quarter. So fingers crossed, that actually might be a thing. Timothy Hans, hey Timothy, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Helian Dread. Crazy that Montana has been easy to get here, yet we have to fight for Grizzlor. I would have thought Montana was going to be a harder one to obtain. You know, that's interesting to say, but yeah, Grizzlor being a Mattel exclusive, that's definitely going to happen. Jerry, did you see that video ranking YouTube collector influencers? You didn't make the list. How could you not rank? Trust me, I'm not going to make any lists. But thank you, Jerry. I do appreciate it. Rosshound 911. Good day, Jay. Good day, mate. What's going on? Again, worst Australian accent ever. Good to see you, Rosshound. Thanks for joining the stream. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to skip a little bit for people who I haven't said hi to. Danny Phillips. Hey, Jay. In one of your videos, in one of your videos, you was wanting to know why Masterverse has a Filmation She-Ra but pink Swiftwind artwork. The original toy artwork before the two. No, I know that. That's not what I was wondering, Danny. I was concerned that we're gonna get a pink Swiftwind because generally, like recently, whatever artwork shows up on the back of packaging seems to mysteriously become an action figure later down the line. So when I saw the pink Swiftwind, I'm not surprised by it. I said in the video that, you know what, he's pink, and that's the way that the toy was, the original toy. But I don't want a pink Swiftwind. that's actually my point. I don't want a pink Swiftwind. I want a Filmation. I want a Filmation Swiftwind. So sorry. Thanks, Danny, for clearing that up. But that's actually that. I guess I wasn't clear enough. That's not what I was concerned about. Eric Stream. Any rumors of any type of bonus on the His Tank campaign? You know what? A lot of people are starting to talk. You know, I can show. I was going to actually bring that up today, but a lot of people are sort of thinking that if we hit 30,000, that we might get some sort of special bonus after the campaign. That'll be nice. That'll be very, very nice. But having said that, we have not yet reached 20,000, and we only got 4 days left. So let's see what happens, guys. I am going to do a countdown, though. Who knows? Maybe we'll reach 30,000. You never know. It might happen. My Evil Twin Toys. Hey, what's going on, my Evil Twin Toys? Found 2 waves of Horde Troopers at Walmart. Tagged $22.99 Canadian. Well, you know what? Again, things are changing, right? We knew this was coming. We knew it was coming. Although $14.99 to $22.99, that is quite a hike. But you know, see what you can do. Try to ask them. Ask them why it changed, and ask them if they'll honor the price, the original price. You just never know. Zom. Clamchap at Walmart's at $5 each now. Wow, that's crazy. That's a really good price. Michael Mahoney. Dude, hope you're well. Hey, dude, I'm hope you're well. Good to see you, brother. Nolan. Zone 2010. No way, really? Holy crap. Might have to get a couple more. Brother, go for it. Go for it. Danny Phillips. Now that She-Ra is classed as a separate entity, they have the rights to use her in toy line, but they can't use her on toon or TV or film. That He-Man has that has He-Man, and that's so weird. You know what, Danny? I always say this, and I've always maintained this: money fixes everything. I am really still crossing my fingers and hoping, very, very much hoping, that She-Ra will show up in the next Revolutions, the next Revolutions series. And you know what? That they've made some sort of partnership. I'm really hoping that. And in the next, before the show comes out, I think a lot of people are going to be scouring the credits to see exactly, what the copyrights are in the credits and see exactly what's going on. And I think that Dateline and all the Deadline and all these other, online news agencies, I think they're looking for that little tidbit as well. So we shall see, Danny. But remember, mark my words, money fixes everything. It's absolutely crazy. Toy Bounty Hunter, good evening, Jay. Good evening, Toy Bounty Hunter. Good to see you. Michael Nostalgia. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Amazon does more than that. Exactly. Okay. 7%. Bahahaha. Okay. That's like saying inflation has risen 0% in the US. Okay, Michael, I'm not exactly sure. It seems to be your train of thought is between multiple points, so I don't know if you can wrap it together. But you know what? I'm kind of losing you here. Please bring the whole thought together, and maybe we can share it with everybody. Zoran the Barbarian. Hey Jay, did you back the his tank? Yes. The answer is yes. I waited till the absolute last moment that I could wait until, and I actually went on it with a couple of people so that we save on shipping. Ding! There you go. See? There you go. That's the one. Good to see you. Thank you much, Zoran. The Q Music. Hey, what's going on? The Q Music. Good to see you. Jay Sarapio. Yo, geeks. Hope everyone is well. Doing much better now that you're here, James. Neil Hunter Hyde. Retail's poor practice is the original posters referring to the decline in training and emphasis with the guest/customer relations in the retail space. Again, there is the personal touch, which is something that's definitely lacking in today's retail space. 100%. I totally agree. Nolan, Jay, what are your thoughts on the Legend of Dragonor? I'm thinking about backing it instead of the Hiss. I thought this. I didn't. Is it still a crowdsourced project? I thought that they were going to retail. They look cool. They do look cool. I really like the dragons. They're looking really, really cool. But in terms of the two, I'm already deep into G.I. Joe. So the His Tank just makes sense to me on a personal level, and at the same time, it's part of my collection right now. So not being able to get that Coco and all those additional figures, for the price that's at, and honestly, when the campaign first started, I was really iffy about it. Now that it is where it is, I have to dive in. I just have to. But my thoughts on Dragonor, I like them. I like them a lot. Pop Actor, fine. They went up 30%. LOL. Don't take it like that, Pop Actor. I'm just talking facts here. James, you know what sucks the most about being a collector, folks? Dusting. Neil Hunter Hyde. Ooh, video. Thanks for the reminder. There you go, bro. Armando. Hey, Armando, what's going on? Jay, just a heads up. I'm in North Carolina. Nice. That's excellent, my friend. Good. How's the weather down there? Alberto, I'm going to miss brick and mortar stores. I really like visiting them, but now online rules. Oh, you know what, Alberto, they're always still going to be there, at least for the foreseeable future. So they're not really going anywhere right now. Unicorns Left Not. I finally got one of my G.I. Joe retro figures in a gift box, and it was perfect. Every other figure in the envelope was trashed. Oh, there you go. It's getting worse, honestly. That's the one place where online really has to step up their game, in my opinion. Michael, Wally World, Target, and Amazon are king of sales right now. This is actually still true. We really can't deny that. Too much stuff. It's great to see the Snake Men are coming to Origins. I already have the vintage figures. However, are you excited? Are you all excited for the Snake Men coming to the Origins line? I'm super excited. I had Rattler as a kid. King Hiss, I never had him as a kid, but I love Tongue Lasher. I loved a lot of the Snake Men who I never even got Cobra Khan. So I'm really, really excited that we might have a second chance at them. King Panther. Mr. J, if you had to eliminate one of your toy lines, which would it be? And which would it never be? I collect Origins, Joseph G.I. Joe Classified, Marvel Legends, Mondo, MOTU, TMNT, Ultimates, and I love them all. So if I really had to just narrow it down to one toy line, it would definitely be between He-Man and Thundercats. Those are the most Master Universe and Thundercats. Those are my absolute all-time favorite loves of my life. I love them dearly. Those are the two which I would definitely be concentrating on if I really had to just drop everything, which is not going to happen. But that's where I stand. Thank you. Thanks for asking that question, Noel. Diecast Fly. These items are going to be on sale. You can get most of the Masterverse line on sale now. Super 7 Turtles on Amazon too. If you can wait long enough, Diecast, absolutely. You are right. Plastic finds a way. That's something that Michael Mercy likes to say a lot, and he's right. And you're right. You know, the opportunities will be there. They will be there. Donald Montero Cavallal. Hi, bro. Nice stream. Thank you so much, Donald. I appreciate that. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. MIS1. Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, Jay. Did you see the new picks for Hasbro Pulse put out for the His Tank? Yes, and we are going to get to that. I just want to try and get to everybody who's out here. All right, Michael. I'm going to do one of yours because Michael, one of the most boring guys. Whether he's talking about dinosaur, okay, I don't know what you're doing. What's going on here? Sorry, that again, Michael, you're bouncing between subjects. Tis true that there was only one Cosmos per box at Walmart. Okay, there you go. And that's exactly what's been happening. Primate 7 even 6. Primate 7 even 6. What's going on, my friend? Hey Jay, good morning from Germany. Good morning, my friend. Guten Morgen. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but let me know. Let me know if I'm really screwing that up, and I'm actually I hope I'm not insulting anybody by saying it that way. King Panther, Jay, did not make the list because perfection. Oh my God. Thank you, Noel. You're too much. You're too much. James, I'm skipping the countdown. Maybe I might be tempted to buy into the Hiss if I watch. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Unicorns left not. Tank only has 2 days, 21 hours, and 15 minutes left. Ding, ding, ding. There's that 24. There's that 24. Ashman, I'm hoping for a pink Swift Wing so that I can contrast it with my classics version. Ashman, fine. I'll take either one. Really, I will take actually either one, but I'd rather a white Swift Wing. And if I have to paint the damn thing, I'll buy two and I'll paint one. Damn it. Zoran the Barbarian. I bit the bullet and bought the Horde Trooper at Walmart for $22.99. Well, brother, you know what? You can rest easy in the fact that it's a wonderful purchase. That much is true. Okay, who else have we not said hi to? Danny Phillips. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, man. Didn't realize how much of a delay there was with the lag. I was saying that it was hilarious that someone said Amazon made 7%, and then you looked it up and it was over 40%. My apologies. So, Michael, that in and of itself is a bit misleading as well. I didn't say that it was 40% overall retail. I said it's 40% online. They are the online Amazon is the online leader of online retail sales. In the overall retail space, that 7% may be correct. I'm just trying to figure out where it comes from, and I'm hoping that the OP, because I can't remember his name, unfortunately, I'm hoping that he is able to find that quote. And I think it was Cerberus. I think it was Cerberus. If Cerberus can actually find that actual quote, I would love to look it up because I think that's actually pretty crazy. Danny, really hope that there was She-Ra Revolution now that Hordak is, but maybe they could get around its fingers crossed. I'm hoping so too, Danny. I really am. Anybody else that we haven't said hi to? Danielle Ellis II. Danielle, good to see you. No, Danielle. Danielle. No, that is Danielle. As much as I thought about, my apologies, my friend. I'm not really 100% sure. My brain is not exactly working right now. As much as I thought about moving to Canada, watching your videos and seeing those prices, I'm debating. There are other reasons to move to Canada, but in terms of like toy prices, yeah, it's definitely one of the detractors, if there is such a thing. So yeah, Danielle, not gonna fault you if you don't move up here because of the toys. Neil Hunter Hyde, I'm very excited to be adding Snake Men to my Origins collection and display. Yes, very, very excited. Gamer Bud. Speaking of Amazon sales, I got me the McFarlane Spawn Violator and the Clown for half off. Woohoo! Some of the deals on there are amazing. Plastic does find a way. Absolutely, Gamer Bud. That's wonderful. Nolan, Jay, you should be salesman. I'm so tempted on the backing both, but we have to see. Nolan, as much whatever influencing means, whatever that actually means. I'm not trying to influence anybody. Seriously, it's your choice. It's your money. It's your toys. You do what you want with them. But I'm just voicing my own opinion at the end of the day. But by all means, my friend, if they end up buying it, I think you're making a good purchase. That's just my opinion. Tardarian Hanger, hey, what's going on, Mike? Hi, Slag Podcast talked about the solid case Cosmos. MOTU Origin prices are too high, but BBTS seems to be the only place to find new Origins. His tank now is worth a $300 time to back. Pulse for the win. Yes, I do. Yes, Mike. I agree on every single point you made. I thought you were the one who mentioned it. Well, you probably did, but in reference to Slag Podcast. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for clearing that up. For Retro Classified, yeah. And again, Mike did a whole video on the fact that Retro Classified is going to be one of the hardest lines to collect. For what's it called? Mint in box, and I can totally agree. It's going to be very, very, very difficult. Bloodsport 1. Hey, Bloodsport 1. What's going on, my friend? Anthony's Arcade. What was your favorite Happy Meal toy? Mine were Batman Returns, Beast Wars, and Halloween McNuggets. You know what? In terms of like what I remember as a kid, it had to be those little they were Tommy toys. There were these Tommy transforming toys. I think Tidarian Hanger Mike might have covered them at one point, or at least talked about them. You could transform them, and they could actually walk on their own. They had this pullback feature. Those honestly stick in my mind quite a bit. The other ones that were my absolute favorite were Mario. When the Mario toys came out, they had the Goomba, which could flip over. They had the Mario, which the Mario Tanuki suit, which could not Tanuki, sorry, the raccoon suit, which it has suction cup, and you can actually just bounce right up. And the push button walking flying Koopa. Those were really fun toys. Honestly, they were really, really fun. Miguel Garcia, hola Jay, hola Miguel. ¿Cómo estás? How are you, my friend? Nolan, Jay, that's why we have spray paint. Yeah, but I really don't want to have to do that. I would, I'm gonna do it. I will do it, but I don't wanna. Danny Phillips, got a Wind Raider for at a Forbidden Planet UK for $8.99. Wow, that's awesome. Honestly, if there's a vehicle I want to keep, I want to have a fleet of, it would be the Wind Raider. I love that thing, but I want them to build the battle ram though. Seriously, Neil Hunter Hyde. Yep. Keep talking about the His tank. I've never done a crowd-funded item before. It's all making me nervous for when Mattel finally drags me into the crowdsourcing Eternia. If we only had the deets, I know it's crazy. It really is. James, hey guys, thanks for always supporting Jay's channel and being a part of the conversation. Please smash that like button and increase the visibility for this community. Thank you, James. I really appreciate that. Oh, the sex bots are back. The sex bots are back. Get out of here. We don't need no sex bots in here. Bloodsport 1. Jay, I'm waiting for the Ultimate Castle Grayskull, which will be for the Masterverse. Oh, dude, I am so waiting for that. It's not even funny. I'm gonna start a petition. I am gonna start a petition. Raymond Chong. Hey, Raymond. Good to see you, bro. What's going on? Hey, Jay. Good to see you again. Of course, my brother. Good to see you too. Your Toy Reckons. Hey, what's going on, Your Toys Reckons? Hola, sup, Mega J. ¿Qué tal? Just got on your live stream. Glad you're doing it tonight. Also, Canada has free healthcare, insurance, and go to college for free. Am I right, dude? College? We almost got there. We almost got free college. We almost did. And I believe for underprivileged youth, I think that actually might be a thing. But most students still have to pay for college. Most students. But good to see you, mi amigo. Very, very good to see you tonight. Free healthcare? Yes, we do have free healthcare. It's part of, we pay very high taxes here, so that goes into our healthcare system. It's not insurance. It's actually actually it is insurance, but every Canadian gets free healthcare. So yes, in that regard, that is true. Nolan, I know I'm just bugging you, Jay. It's all good. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for that. Toy Bounty Hunter. Honestly, not sure I'm going to be sticking with MOTU Origins simply because I'm missing too many key figs from very early in the waves. I never saw them on the shelves, so no sign of a re-release. I hear you, Toy Bounty Hunter. I hear you. But you know what? It's still a great line to collect, and if you really enjoy it, go for it. And if you're out, then you're out. Nova, hey, what's going on, Nova? Good to see you, brother. I was not prepared to see you, your mystical Filipino beard in person. Still processing it, Kapabayan. Thank you so much, Nova. Good to see you too, pare. It's been too long, my friend. I'm glad I ran into you. I'm so glad I ran into you. Yorto reckons I'm on my Nintendo Switch watching your stream, Jay, while typing on my tablet. LOL, multitasking, bro. Yes, that is awesome. James, healthcare is free, though prescription medicine is not. Post-secondary education is subsidized but not free. This is true. Thank you, James. Yorto reckons. Yes, but what have I missed? Mighty Mega J updates on MOTU Snakeman, that 4-pack MOTU Snakeman figures. I don't have too much information on that. Hopefully, we will soon. Gamerbud, Toy Bounty Hunter. I just got out of MOTU Origins for that same reason, and their Mattel creations decision, and their Mattel creation decision. But I'm still sticking with Masterverse for their scale with my other figures. Yes, it is freaking amazing. Raymond Chong, Mega J Retro is S tier. Thank you, Raymond. You're awesome, brother. Lokoloo, what's popping, people? Hit that like button. 80 people in the chat. Thank you so much, Lokoloo. You're the best, my friend. Daniel Ellis the second. Got to be a citizen or have residency. This is true. MIS1. Fortnite Snake Eyes is up on Hasbro Pulse if anyone's looking for it. There you go. All right. Your Toys reckons. Yeah, it's good. Then Mega J, of course. Likewise, watching our channel live streams and a nice USA does not have to pay for that shiz, brother. It sucks. No healthcare insurance, maybe Medicare, Medicaid. Well, it's always one step closer, right? Hopefully, universal healthcare will become a thing. I'm not really sure if that's even the discussion will always be there, but hopefully, the basic healthcare will at least be achievable at some time. Michael, YouTube needs to do something about those bots. I see them on every live stream. Also, it's true Canadian healthcare is not so great. If you need any special procedures done, how bad are the taxes? The taxes are pretty bad up here. But you know what? They really do help our roads. A lot of things that we take for granted. So, Michael, it's there are good things about being Canadian, and there's some drawbacks. I mean, it's like anything in any city, any town, any province, any state. They're always going to be problems. Your Taste reckons Medicare for old people sucks though. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. James, anyone in Toronto see the Masterverse Classics Tila and or Merman that Jay has nabbed under my nose? Oh, for crying out loud, Jay. James, if you really need one, I might have an extra one. I'll have to just dig it up. Okay, Jesus Louise, stop making me feel guilty about freaking grabbing a Tila when the other one was right there, and you know what? I forgot to tell you. Oh my God, Neil, I have to brag. My two local MOTU buddies are asleep, so I'd like to share with y'all. Today, I bought a near complete vintage Fright Zone. Jesus, holy crap! Origins Horde need a home in the diorama, dude. Congratulations, bro. That's awesome. Yotar's Records, please like and subscribe to his channel too. CCC. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Thank you so much for Yotar's Records. I really appreciate that. Yotar's Records. Yes, Universal, of course, we like a tier 2, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I know Canada is good for a lot of things, but we have a lot of drawbacks too. James, Michael, nostalgia given that my dad has brain surgery without a cent paid, and my mother has survived 2 bouts of cancer. Special procedures is fine here in Canada. Honestly, James, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing, and I'm glad that your family is doing well. Thank you so much for sharing. Nolan, I really hope it gets Cobra Stun. Ooh, that would be nice. Yes, 100%. James, taxes aren't that bad. We live in Cali. We're in line with Cali, but the services fair trade off. This is true. James, you're busting your balls on that. Well, if I can dig up that extra Tila, I'll be happy to trade with you. Helion, Wish they would release the evil equivalent of the Wind Raider, which was was shown in some Origins artwork. You know what? It might be coming. You just never know. But really, because of the overall sales, it's always debatable. Primate, Jay, it was pronounced really good. No worries. Well, thank you, my friend. Again, I don't know much. I just heard it, and I hope I said it right. So thank you. Nolan, like shipping, absolutely. Michael, wow, I'm glad to hear that they got help that they needed. James, I heard that some people had to wait long time for procedures. Hope your parents are doing well. That's never been. That's always been the case. Long waiting times for procedures does happen quite often. My dad waited 2 years before he got his procedure done. Your toy reckons. De nada, amigo. Of course, yes. Canada is a great country, though you can speak French in most parts of the region, which the U.S. does not speak Spanish in most of the second languages spoken here. Yeah, but I'm not sure Espanol is actually an official language, although it should be in the USA. Here in Canada, French is an official, like an actual official language, so second language. So, and some people believe it's their first language. So, yeah. Thank maraming salamat to King Pentor, Noel. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Did you have to did you have to look up Google Translate for that, Pare? Neil Hunter Hyde. Yes, that Purple Wind Raider was seen. Fan customs would be so awesome. I would love a fleet of them, 100%. James, Michael, nostalgia. Oh, absolutely. Your Toy Reckon, dang, that was a long time to wait, bro. I know, right? Yes, it should be so. Absolutely. All right, so let's get back to the topic at hand, guys. Yeah, it's interesting where the toy industry is going, and oftentimes I have to wonder, who are these toy companies marketing towards? 90% of the time. These pictures come to us courtesy of news.toyarc.com. Guys, they are a great resource for toy news all year round. Definitely give them a like and a follow, and tell them that Jay sent you. So yeah, when I saw the Little People announced as a slot for Mo Tuesdays, I literally had to scratch my head. I'm like, who is this marketing towards? I did an entire video on it. And although I appreciate the Little People as a brand, I mean, I grew up with the Little People like many of us growing up. But what relevancy does it have to children of today with a property which really they don't really know? A cartoon series which for the Netflix edition anyway has no connection with this color scheme or these particular characters in this style, right? And really has more relationship to their parents than it will ever for them. That's a a question that I just have to throw out there for a lot of people. And I love the packaging. I love the presentation. That we see here. This wonderful Castle Grayskull fold over box, right, with the Little People collector edition branding. And of course the actual set is well protected on the inside. And it's got all the wonderful designs for Master Universe. I mean, like this is hitting all the notes that it needs to hit for adult collectors. But again, the aesthetic itself is the one that falls short for me. I mean, I'm really not going to take this and display it anywhere for myself. Now, that's not to say that there aren't collectors out there who would really want this and really appreciate that. That's absolutely true. But in my opinion, and I said this in my video, I wonder if this is actually something they're marketing towards adults who want to share with their kids, which is incredible. I really appreciate that. Or the aesthetic is just too cute for words, giving me cavities, giving everybody cavities. And you know what? They really do look good on your desktop. They really do. I think there's enough room for both scenarios. And I'm in a lot of ways I'm glad this has come out, but in some other ways I really am shaking my head. I have no idea, scratching my head. I mean, I really have no idea who proposed this. other than the fact that there actually was a line of little people figures when Origins first got released. And it's interesting to note that Mossman is just Beastman with different colors. They didn't even bother taking off his straps. Those are Mossman straps. I mean that in and of itself is just too odd. Not to mention. Um, so and Faker, I believe, was in the original set. I can't. I can't. I might have to bring it up again. Um, but I'm pretty sure. Uh, I'm pretty sure that this line is definitely going to appeal. It has some sort of nostalgic value for all kids who grew up in the '80s. But is it something that people are willing to actually put down $30 US for when we all know that little people, in terms of what they are, that do not cost anywhere near that. So you know, I'm going to ask you guys: are you at all interested in the Little People Master Universe set? I mean, it would be one thing if it was like $20. If it was $20, I think that would be like $5 a figure, right? That in and of itself is sort of right, pretty much where I would want to be for any of this. Even $5 a figure seems a bit excessive to me, but at the end of the day, I think I can. I think I can deal with that. Okay, that's weird. Is it only 30? Sorry, it is $30. We can that, and there it is. So yeah, I mean I didn't even know. Wow, did they have price tags now? Or is that actually is that actually that is really cool. That's actually part of the print. That's neat. I appreciate that. So yeah, they really have gone above and beyond to make this as nostalgic as possible, and I get that. I totally understand where they're going. You know, with the little stickers, with the little stickers that are in the front as well. Adventure, fantasy, ages 1 to 101. I get where all that's coming from, and I can really appreciate that. But it's one of these things. Fisher Price, Adventure, fantasy. It's one of these things where you know is this the right market? Is this the right place to put out these details, right? I'm I'm always wow. That is that is gorgeous. Holy crap! So what are there two different types of boxes? Like, do you get to choose from your box? I'm still. Oh no, that's the inner lining. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I get it now. I get it. Again, again, it's really really cool. I do appreciate it as an oddity, as a collector's piece, as in a general sense, right? I appreciate them, but am I going to collect them? Am I going to pay $30 US for this? Right? I think $20 US would have been my cap. I'm not really sure $30 US is where I would want to be on these things. They're damn cute though. They are damn cute. They are literally giving me cavities. They're so sweet. They are literally giving me cavities. And of course, they do have the small peg in the bottom, which makes them completely compatible with all of the play sets for the little people. So yeah, but and one might argue, is this appropriate, and should they have done something else with the MOTU brand? You know what? That's not something I think any of us can really answer. Because this is going to appeal to a certain number of adults. It really is, right? In terms of overall collectability. But um, yeah, I guess ultimately time will tell whether or not this was a good decision. But you can't deny that they are damn cute beyond words and sweet as hell. And like I said, they are definitely giving me cavities, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just 100%. Before we get back to some more questions or some comments, I wanted to keep moving a little bit because we spent a lot of time on the other side. I want to talk about the NECA's decision to actually make masks. And I'm not 100% sure about where this decision comes from either. The masks are gorgeous. They are, and the sculpting on them is by far some of the best sculpting I've seen for latex masks. I'm very excited for Hordak, but I am wondering why these two particular items here, Skeletor and Beastman over there, I'm wondering why they would bother with a limited edition run of 500 pieces with a side autograph thing. You know, obviously exclusivity, as we've all talked about, is something that is a staple for conventions. But was it actually necessary in this case? You know what I mean? I think at a $50 price point, that they would not have had any trouble selling these masks. I think people would love to have these. I'm a huge what's it called, helmet collector, and bar none, these literally look like soft head He-Man Master Universe figures. You know what I mean? They literally look like they've been taken off the heads of Master Universe figures, and for me, that's huge. I absolutely love these things. Skeletor sold out very, very quickly. I think Beastman has finally sold out, but I think that their regular editions will be available at some point. Let's just double check if both of them are now sold out. Nope. It looks like Beastman is still available, but I do believe that that Skeletor is Skeletor has been sold out. So I am just a little curious as to the the timing. I think is fine. They wanted to present something at PowerCon, which was great. But at the same time, the exclusivity of it, having, and is it just the idea of they needed to have something as an exclusive for PowerCon? I mean, that's possible, right? But we do know that that these masks are going to be readily available at some point. I wonder if anybody's actually going to wear these for Halloween. Like, seriously, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Is anybody actually going to wear this for Halloween? It seems very, very. Yeah, I mean, like, seriously, they look awesome, but $50 masks are not cheap. $50, no, like it's definitely affordable as a collector's item, but I don't know, man. $50 for a mask for me is not cheap. I really don't know if I could swing that personally. So yeah, very, very interesting on that level. But again, we're coming back down to the idea of exclusivity, right, at conventions at other places. So yeah, interesting what's it called, decision made by NECA on that level. But at the same time, I'm curious if NECA still has an option for stanchions. I'm very curious about that. In so much that I think I would really like to see some Revolution stanchions. I think I really would. They really are gorgeous in terms of what NECA can do with their stuff. So it would be very interesting to see exactly what they could do with with action figures. I mean, seriously, it'll be absolutely interesting as hell in my opinion. Anyway, Toy Bounty Hunter. Mentioning Snake Eyes reminded me, Sergeant Slaughter's up for pre-order, and all the retro carded Joes, as well as Bat, Alley Viper, Spirit, Storm Shadow, Crocmaster, are all available on Pulse to buy. They are also available for the most part available on bbts.com. But thank you for mentioning Toy Bounty Hunter. That's excellent. Michael, no way. Your dad had to wait 2 years. I'm sorry, man. I hope he's got everything taken care of. He's much more comfortable now. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much right now. Neil, I live in Alabama. There's a whole generation of small-minded people that have to die up before we can see the U.S. adopt Spanish. Well, that is. I would never wish that on anybody, but I hear what you're saying, Neil. I hear what you're saying. Let's see, Nolan. I'm kind of glad they did. My daughter is 14 and wants me to buy them for her. Oh, Nolan, man, you're getting from all sides, eh? That's good though. That's good. Your Toys reckons Spanish will become U.S. second language. By the way, guys, it's inevitable. There's a good possibility. There is a good possibility. Chris Allen, I'm okay with this being an exclusive. Yeah, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. Again, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. That's actually one of the reasons why exclusives exist. Let's see here. Healing Dread. Fisher Price has started selling collector little people, like how Mattel sells Barbie Signature, which is Barbies which are not for kids. That is fascinating. To me, that's absolutely fascinating. So, I guess so. But is it like is the Masters brand does it reach far enough out for the Masters brand? I guess that's my real question at any given time. Primate, Jay, regarding Little People, well, they just repaid the Beastman and named Mossman. Yeah, I know. I mentioned that in my video. I recognized it right away. I was like, yeah, this is just Beatman. I have no idea why. Just so funny. James, I don't even know that those existed. I would have gotten the Golden Girls for sure and RuPaul for a friend. Oh, hey, so okay, since you guys are bringing that up, for a friend, and I do mean this. I'm not lying about this. Yeah, over at this was at GameStop. I picked this up at GameStop for a friend. I'm gonna be giving it to him later. Yeah, it's Betty White. It's Betty White from the Golden Girls. That's so great, eh? Jason, if you're watching, I got it for you. Look at that. It's Rose. I don't know if Jason's watching, but I thought that was hilarious. She looks good. She looks really, really good. I wasn't even going to bring this out until somebody mentioned it. That's hilarious. Oh, by the way, if anybody's interested, there's the price. Pretty good. Pretty good price for a NECA figure. Not a bad price for a NECA figure. Seriously, not a bad price at all. So yeah, definitely. If anybody's interested, they had the only one they were missing was Sophia. They had Blanche, they had Rose, and they had what was the other name again? Dorothy. Yeah. Sophia was the only one that they didn't have. Sophia was the only one they didn't have. I think Sophia is going to be the hardest to get. But yeah, Golden Girls, man, crazy. Tidarium, Mike, Little People, no. While I struggle keeping up with the other three lines, exactly, Mike. That's the way I feel, anyway. Where we go here? Neil, if I had kids, nephews, grands under 10 years old, I'd totally grab this Little People for them. Yes, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it really is a generational thing where you want to pass it on. But just for me, nah, just not a priority, especially with Grizzlor, Camocon, and Eternia on the way, 100%. Aaron Hardy, I forgot Jay was streaming tonight. Good to see you, Aaron. Thanks for dropping by. James, Little People Eternia playset would be the only Eternia I'd afford. That's hilarious, dude. Your Toys reckons Grizzlor is definitely Camocon. Grizzlor and definitely Camocon are my priorities right now. Neil Hunter, for sure, I won't miss those two releases soon. Absolutely. Aaron, $40 for some desk figures might be good. There you go. Dave Yarbird. The toy companies are trying to max out the adult collector and nostalgia buyer. This run they're on won't last. We're living through the sequel to the 90s comic book boom. This time with toys. That's interesting, Dave. Thank you for that insight. And you know what? I don't disagree. That is actually a very, very good rationale on that. Toy Bunny Hunter. I'm not interested in Little People MOTU, but I'm sure people will love it. You know what? I'm noticing that. Nolan, the original He-Man, the original had He-Man instead of Faker, I believe. There you go. But I thought then who was the fourth figure? Because I know it was a four figure set. So was it He-Man? I thought it was He-Man, Faker, Mossman, and Skeletor. I thought that's actually who it was. Sorry, not Mossman. Beastman. That's who I thought it was, and I thought that they just recolored Beastman so that it would be unique. I thought that's actually what it was. But anyway, Bloodsport 1 NECA figures. Yes. Today's that NECA figure find was ridiculous. Your Toys reckons it's going to be a chaos and mayhem. Only a few will survive. The white waiting line of death too. Get those exclusive Mattel figurines, and why did they make them exclusives? I know. It's just crazy. Neil, dude, if they released Little People Eternia, I'm kicking myself for in the arse for not collecting them from the beginning. I know, right? Chris Allen, that Skeletor mask sold up pretty quickly. Yeah, because he looks exactly like Skeletor. He looks exactly like Skeletor, and looks like he came off of one of the toys. He looks absolutely boss. Beastman too, but Beastman is not as popular as Skeletor. The hell one's for the real Gryffindor because of his real fur. I don't think it's so disappointing though. Yeah, but I think a lot of people would want. I hope they make a lot. I hope they make a lot to meet demand. I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping for. Cobweb. Limited edition masks were just signed by the artist. They're going to make regular ones. Yes, I did mention that earlier. Oh damn, the chat got away from me again. Tidarium. Shinology brought out all the Skeletor. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. Somebody will be using those masks to make a full size figure. That's hilarious, Story Bounty Hunter. But you know what? I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them. Nolan, I'm waiting for the Hordat mask. Yes, I am too. I am so waiting for that Hordat mask. It's not even funny. Aaron, given that Hellathon site a hard look, still wanting Demona and Bronx to land in Canada, and if Crosscut and Nightbird is going to appear at AEU3. So Demona did land in Canada at Toys R Us. I picked one up. Bronx is the one I was hoping that would land as well, but he did not show up, unfortunately. But now that they're showing up, now Neca has a huge presence at Toys R Us. Watch my last video, Aaron. My last video, you see the entire aisleway of Neca at Toys R Us. Take a look, Aaron. I think you'll be shocked. I was shocked. Raymond, kind of like the Transformer helmets. Yeah, I do too. But they're damn expensive, man. Like what other I think Megatron is like 160, and I think Soundwave is like closer to 200. Crazy prices, just crazy. Helion Dread, $50 is actually a normal price for good quality masks. Well, there you go. But this $50 US, by the way, Helion. Chinovo, hey Chinovo, what's going on? Super late coming in, but what's up, people? Good to see you, Chinovo. Not much. We're just discussing exclusives and the fact that they never seem to end. Primate. Well, Jay, I like the masks. I wait for a retail to get me a Beastman. He's my favorite character. Well, you know what, Primate? If I don't know if they're going to sell them any cheaper than $50, but $50 is pretty good. So if you want one, grab him now. Grab him. He's still available. Neil, sitting here looking at my collection shelf while listening, and it's just hit me. We don't have a Masterverse Prince Adam yet. What gives? Yeah, that's true. I really would want to get one. I really like his character. To me, he truly is one of the most humble characters. And you know what King Grayskull said about him in the series is absolutely true. Nova, I'd pick up a MOTU mask if it were based on He-Man Skeletor Dirty Dancing supermarket commercial. Those look great. Oh, Nova, you are hilarious. James, I was wondering the same thing myself. I wonder if they'll do a Royal Family set or something. That would be awesome. Yes. Asking Neil Hunter. Neil Hunter. Sorry. Have I been saying Hunter all this time? It is Neil Hunter. All right. Your Toys Reckons. Golden Girls. LOL. That's crazy. That you like those figures. Brother, this is for a friend. And you know what? You can call me a liar all you want. This is actually for a friend. You'll notice I don't have the rest of them, and I could have bought all of them if I really wanted them. But yeah, this is definitely for a friend. And it's Betty White for crying out loud, man. Come on. Anyway, you got to collect them all. No, I don't. Neil Hunter, love that Rose Golden Girls. I do have that one figure. I wish I had the other three ladies. Yeah, you know what? I figured that, Betty's the one who lasted the longest, right? Actually, I wonder, is the actress of Blanche still around? I don't even know. But yeah, I figured, and you know what? Betty White's probably going to be very, very popular, I figured. So I grabbed her for Jason. Cobweb. Jason better say thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. There you go, Cobweb. Thank you so much for that. Jeez Louise. Your Toys Records. I would like the Hateful Eight figure, but they're hard to find now, Jay. Wow. There's a good reason for that, though, right? Nolan, I want Sophia. There you go, bro. She's gonna be the hardest to find, though. Seriously, she was not there. She was not there when I was there. You were one comment too late on that, but yes, I'm wondering if you will say thank you for being a friend. That would be hilarious. Chris, I don't know why, but I want that Golden Girls figure. Go for it, bro. Go for it. If check your local GameStop. That's where I found this one. What's it called? James at Cobweb. Thanks for the earworm. What the hell? Uh, Neil Hunter Harris. My Neca Rose sits atop the shelf of a Waldorf and a Stadler who watches and judge from above. Ooh. Raymond. Golden Girls will replace my kiss on the shelf. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh my god, you guys are funny as hell. Aaron. James, I pre-ordered the 3U 3A3U and 4 goggles are supposed to be this month or September. Nice. Rhea Black. Hey Rhea, what's going on? I just seen a notification you were alive. Came into a RuPaul figure. Oh yeah, yes, please. Well, it's not RuPaul. I don't have a RuPaul. I've got Betty White as Rose, so I don't have RuPaul. I don't know where RuPaul came from. I think people were talking about RuPaul. I think that's what was happening. Let's see here. Your Times reckons NECA's on a hot streak right now, on fire with toy figures, and should expand to other stuff like merch, clothing, and cars. I don't not like clothing. I can see with merch. I don't know what you're talking about. Cars though. Are you talking about vehicle play sets? That would be interesting. They're going to be doing their very first turtle vans, so I guess we'll find out. Oh, toy cars, exactly. Your Times reckons. Yes, of course, Mega J. More like more than 1,000 figures. There you go. Shenology is awesome. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up Shenology. I've never heard. I haven't seen that channel yet. Michael, the Golden Girls Rose figure is such a good gift. I just got a Golden Girls ramen bowl from my friend that says "Stay Golden." Nice. James. Jay, curious, what did you pay for a Demona? I paid whatever the retail was. I think it was, and I was not happy with it, but I paid it anyway. I think it was like, I suppose I could walk over there and find out. I you know what? It's on the website. Hold on. Toys R Us.ca Demona. I'm pretty sure it's on the. I'm pretty sure it's it's not apparently. Yeah, there it is. $59.99. So I didn't want to pay that, but I paid it. Your Toys reckons Holophone already passed until this year a few months ago, but I think Target will release those soon. You never know. Renegade. Is that a disappointing J? Oh, come on, Renegade. I'm still selling my mint in box figures on eBay, and I think it's going okay. Well, there you go, brother. Is anybody else who I have? The sex bots are back. No, get out of here. Get out. Oh, Blanche passed a while ago. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But so did Betty White, all the heroes are disappearing. Unique Iman. Unique Enam. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm trying to pronounce that. Ukin Imam. I'm sorry, my friend. I apologize for if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Hello. Good to see you. Ukin Imam. Man, I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I really apologize. If you could pronounce it for me, I would really appreciate that. I'm sorry, my friend. Good to see you, though. Thank you for joining. Armando, Blanche was hot. Sure, dude. Absolutely. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Blanche was hot. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Go ahead. Fine. No problem. Tidarium, how is Michael Mercy doing these days? He seems to put less content, and I love his content. Well, I'm gonna be on a live stream with him tomorrow, Mike. So I'll let you know. He's fine. He's doing his own thing. Toy Body Hugger. Won't collect Golden Girls, but bring out the Night Court set and we'll talk. There you go, brother. Neil, sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to bring in the Golden Girls to knock the stream off topic. No, that's okay. This stream goes off topic all the time. All right, anybody else who we haven't talked to yet? Nolan, if you get Sophia, then you have to get Stallone. Stop! I'm about to shoot. Too funny, man. Neil, I could go broke with Night Court set, especially a play set. 100%. Just crazy. Jay Coombs. Drats, so much for trying to find a date. I know, right? Rhea. LOL. Someone made a comment on getting a RuPaul figure from a friend, and that got my attention. LOL. There you go. There you go. That's what it was. Your Toys Reckons. What is your most expected and anticipated toy of 2023 going forward, Mega J? Honestly, my most anticipated figure going forward for 2023 at this stage anyway. That's the problem. There have been so many good figures that were announced already. But I'm definitely for 2023. You know, that's actually a good question. I'm not really sure about 2023 yet. Because we're still so far away from 2023. But figures that were announced, I guess you know what. I really am looking forward to the Mojo set, but that's going to be in December. It's going to reach us just before 2023. So I really am looking forward to the Mojo set. I guess it would have to be the Mondo, He-Man, and She-Ra, which I ordered. You know, and I just finished paying off. I think that those are really, really exciting for me. And you know what? If there's another figure that I'm really excited for 2023, it would definitely be that Battle Cat. That Battle Cat is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm really looking forward to getting that. I'm not looking forward to the price tag because I think I'm going to cry. I think I'm going to cry for days when I hear about that. But you know, I'm looking forward to the Hiss Tank. I'm looking forward to the Proton Pack. I'm looking forward to you know, the AW Side Striker. I'm looking forward to so many multiple HasLabs. I think HasLab really is the one that I'm really looking forward to. But you know what I really am looking forward to is definitely Eternia. I was hoping for a Masterverse Grayskull, but I'll definitely settle for Eternia, 100%. Eternia to me is 100% one of the most exciting things I've ever heard for in a long, long time. Chris, my dad thought Blanche was hot. Yeah, there you go. She was hot, man. She was smoking. James, sweet. Just got a notification that my aunt Lucha Bombshells Wonder Woman has shipped. Nice. Very nice. Your Toys Reckons. Yeah. That nobody is going to have nor will ever take her out of the box, ever. I love her, too. I have a crush on her since the movie. Neil Hunter. Oh, there you go. Nova. One of those streams, you got to do a haul review. I'll bring over my blue-collar Metro... Oh, man. You better transform him. When it comes out, then we can commiserate on spending too much money on a hunk of plastic. There you go. There you go, Nova. We will do that, my friend. Nolan, Flipbar. Yeah, Flipbar. Absolutely, my friend. Destro, 777. His tank? Yes, definitely. We're gonna get to that right now. Your Toys Reckons. Yes, and I know your predictions. Nice, and I hope. I totally agree. Absolutely. Armando, just Google. Besides Betty White, all the other ladies have passed 1 year after another. Wow. 2008, 2009, 2020. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Armando. Well, Jay, not currently. Well, Jay, they not currently ship to any international locations. That's why I don't bother ordering the Beastman mask. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Primate. Which kind of sucks because it's latex, right? I mean, like, how hard could that be? Seriously, that kind of sucks. James Destro, you might be biased given your name. That's funny. Your Records, yeah, definitely. My wallet will cry wolf, bro. Your wallet's going to be on life support. I know, just crazy, just nuts. Chris, I'm looking forward to when that Mezco 1/12/1989 Batman finally gets released. I hear you, brother. I totally hear you. Neil Hunter, Your Times Records. My dad loved and lusted after Elvira. When I was little, I'd stay up late on Fridays to watch him until I fell asleep. I feel closer to Dad when I think about or see that of Elvira doll. That's so sweet. That's awesome, Neil. Great. Thank you for sharing that memory. Your Toys Reckons. Elvira's signed limited edition figure. Nobody got. Sorry, autocorrect. I got you. Tidarium. Did superpowers show up in Canada yet? Yes, apparently they did. One of my a couple of people, I think even I'm not sure it was Raymond, but somebody found Darkseid. Somebody found Darkseid, and I think it was Batman. I think somebody found Darkseid and Batman at a Walmart today. Not a few days ago. James Neil Hunter Hyde. Sounds good. Like good memories. Absolutely, 100%. Neil, I opened my unsigned Elvira. She's on a stand next to my grandma's makeup mirror on my dresser. That's excellent, Neil. That's amazing. Your Toys Rackets, most definitely. I liked her a lot. I mean, a lot. Helped me. Hope to meet her one day and at a signing, but haven't. At Neil Hunter, but seeing her age now, she's looking fine and hot, and at her age, dang man, absolutely. She's keeping it. She's keeping it together for sure, 100%. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about a couple of last things I wanted to touch on for today. So we're gonna kind of speed through these. Yeah, exclusives are getting ridiculous right now. And you know what? They're unpredictable too. Uh, you know, earlier in the year they talked about a brand new Venom figure, and I think a lot of people were really hoping that would be the last, their best, most sought after Venom figure. And then not even a few weeks ago, they came out with this crazy 3-pack. And this is where things kind of go, just ridiculous. And again, it's an Amazon exclusive. So if you didn't know about this, if you didn't hear about it in time, they're now sold out completely. So you know what? This is the kind of thing that's just driving people insane. And this is the problem here too. Now Amazon's getting into the game with their exclusives, and the way the way Amazon treats their exclusives is just ridiculous. So it's a luck of the draw. 90% of the time, sometimes you'll get your exclusive, sometimes you won't get your exclusive. It's absolutely crazy. These guys are looking awesome though, and in terms of value for money, seriously, this pack is actually pretty damn affordable when you think about how much plastic is actually involved. The actual retail price of this is only $79.99. When you break that down, that is basically $25 a figure. But when you think about the size of these figures as a whole, that is pretty damn good value. I have to say, and it's a Marvel Legends product. So, and it's got one of the greatest head sculpts for Eddie Brock that I've ever seen. Seriously, this is definitely one of those figure sets which you don't want to sleep on. Like seriously, if it comes back up for pre-order, definitely do not sleep on it. Go grab it. Because this is a set which I don't think will come around again. And well, maybe it will come around again, but like I said, being an Amazon exclusive, it's just ridiculous. And I really hope that Hasbro Pulse is able to get some stock of this, because honestly, this would be a damn shame to miss out. If you're a Venom fan, like seriously, this really does need to exist in people's collections, because they look absolutely awesome. Seriously. Then we move on to Super 7, and again, the thing about exclusives is half the time you don't even know when they're coming out. Like Tigra here was a complete left field situation. Who knew the BBTS was going to get an exclusive? Who knew that was going to be one of the most popular Thundercats? And who knew that Tigra was going to have an invisible action figure, which is absolutely ridiculous. I love the fact that Tigra is getting an exclusive figure for Big Bad Toy Store, and the fact that it's going to be translucent, invisible, if you will. But what I'm even more excited about, even more than that, is that Tigra opens the door for Jaga, Ghost Jaga. That to me is going to be the most exciting prospect in your future, I hope, because that is just an exciting proposition that we might actually get Ghost Jaga. I think that's going to be really, really cool. And how hard could it be? They've already produced, Invisible Tigra. Ghost Jaga can only be a stone throws away. That's in my opinion, that's actually where it lies. But again, exclusives, right? But what's really encouraging about that, of course, is that this is a fan channel exclusive, and that is just cool. I really do like that, because 9 times out of 10, fan channels care a little bit more, and they order enough stock usually based on what it is that they feel the market can hold, and I really appreciate that. However, when it goes to fan channel, do not sleep on that. You cannot miss out on fan channel exclusives. They will sell out pretty damn quickly, and although you're going to get more or less a guarantee that you're going to get it once you order it, anything can happen. They can be short shipped, and it's all dependent on the manufacturer at that point. And we are down to the last 2 days for the Hiss Tank. So a lot of questions happening right now, and especially since where are they right now? Let's have a quick look as to where they are. So the his tag right now, as of an hour ago, was 19,795 backers. If we hit refresh, they are now at 19,828 backers. Now, reaching 20,000 is almost a foregone conclusion. It'll probably happen by tomorrow, but we do know that in the last 2 days, uh, generally speaking, in the last 2 days, backers come out of the woodworks. Things actually literally go absolutely nuts during that time, and a lot of people are speculating that it will hit 30,000. I don't know if it'll hit 30,000. That's at this point, that's actually a really that's a big dream for them to make up 10,000 pledges in 2 days. That is a huge undertaking, but it's not outside the realm. Things like that have happened, but in my opinion, for them to reach 30,000, they would have to put up another stretch goal at the $30,000 mark, at the 30,000 backer mark, in order to bridge that gap between 20,000 and 30,000. So that is definitely where it needs to be. So I'm looking forward to having a countdown that evening. I think it's on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm super excited, or is it Monday? It's either Sunday or Monday, but I'm super excited to actually be doing a countdown for that, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. And who knows if they actually reach 30,000? Will we actually get a final tier in order to push it over the edge to 30,000? I think it's possible, but I'm not gonna hold my breath either. It's a tough sell. In terms of what they're doing, it's a very, very tough sell. And then we move on to Serpentor. Again, another exclusive, and one which I'm not looking forward to. I really do hope that, much like Dr. Mindbender, they really make enough product to meet demand. This is one where you cannot screw this up. You cannot screw this one up. This is Serpentor we're talking about. This is the Emperor of Cobra. A must-have figure in the line. Now, I'm almost guaranteeing, my own personal guarantee, that this version of Serpentor will not be the only Serpentor. I'm almost guaranteeing that there will be a general release Serpentor, but this Air Chariot version, which I think is the version everybody wants, this is the one which I'm hoping that they will treat pretty much the same way they did with Dr. Mindbender, which is they make an overabundance of Serpentor to meet the overwhelming demand that we know is coming. Because really, when you look at a figure this good, right, with this type of packaging, with this type of lineage, right, and everything that surrounds him, right, the overall character development, all of the accessories he comes with this particular set, right, the kind of fevered pitch that has been reached with this character. He comes with a sword. He comes with a staff. He comes with a throwing viper, right? Cobra, if you will, right? So, you can reenact that scene where Duke basically buys it. You know what I mean? He comes with an additional hood, an additional head swap or hood swap, right? And that's the only thing I don't know. Sorry, that's a claw. That's a claw hand. Yeah, this is the type of character. And of course, he comes with this freaking Air Chariot. What the hell? I totally missed that one. But yeah, this is the type of character that everyone should have the chance to buy. Seriously. And the fact that he's an exclusive at PulseCon worries me. That worries me to no end. And I really don't know what to think. But every Joe fan deserves this version of Serpentor. And that's basically why I'm hoping that as a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive, I really do hope that they treat him much the same way that they treated Dr. Mindbender and produced 3 times more, 10 times more, 5 times more, 10 times more than they normally would for an exclusive. Because I'm really hoping and dreaming that Serpentor will be in everyone's hands, along with his Air Chariot. Because honestly, he looks incredible. He looks absolutely stunning, and everybody deserves to have this version of Serpentor. Truly, truly. And of course, since we're on the topic of Hasbro PulseCon, we need to talk about Orion Pax and Alpha Trion. This is another situation where you have to choose between your children, because there really is, in the big scheme of things, when you hunt for exclusives, 9 times out of 10, you really only have a chance to get one of them, because so many people are digging for both, or at least one. So, what do you do to save on shipping? Ideally, to save on shipping, you want to get them both, right? And combine them. But do you risk going for one and then, not guaranteeing it, and then trying to get them both into the same cart and possibly losing them both during the checkout process? This is the conundrum that a lot of fans are faced with, especially since Transformers fans are usually G.I. Joe fans, and G.I. Joe fans are usually MOTU fans. This is why there's just so many reasons why this entire scenario is the perfect storm for failure. It really is. Like, do you risk it, or do you go ahead and bite the bullet and pay for 2 different types of shipping? Seriously, that is the scariest, most frightening part about this. But I do have to say, just like what Mike at Tidarium Hanger said, these 2 figures, especially Alpha Trion here, they look stunning. They look freaking amazing. They look absolutely freaking incredible. Honestly, the stage is just set for these 2 to become absolute classics. They look freaking incredible. Oh my god. This is a collection which no one should sleep on either. And the strategy that a lot of people will employ, I'm pretty sure that they should employ anyway, is that you find a friend and you both go for it. You both go for it. You try your luck at getting these guys, because honestly, that is your best bet. That really, really is your best bet. And basically, whoever comes out on top, right? That's where you end up, finding out, and hopefully everybody gets a chance at it. That's really what it is. I'm really hoping that that's the case. That they make well more than they anticipated, and that they do not run out before the allocation, and hopefully everyone will be able to get a chance at this, because that's just crazy. How do you choose between your children? How do you choose between Serpentor and the Alpha Trion set? Just absolutely crazy. And finally, to wrap things off, where are we? Where do we go from here? We have the 40th anniversary 4-pack for He-Man, another crazy set that a lot of people are going to go for. We have the exclusive Camel-Con, we have the Grizzlor, and of course, we have no idea what's going on with the MOTU Eternia playset. That is just going to be an absolute mystery. But at the very least, it's a crowdsourced project, and everyone who wants one for the Eternia playset should be able to get it. Oh my gosh, this is just absolutely nuts. It really is. This is one of those heart-wrenching times and moments where we don't know what the future holds, and the future itself is very scary in terms of a collector. If you want to be a collector and you're heading into Hasbro PulseCon, hoping to get Serpentor and the Orion packs and Alpha Trion 2-pack, best of luck to you, because getting them both on the same shopping cart is going to be nigh impossible. And I the best of luck to everybody. And then all the other exclusives that are coming out in the near future. Dear goodness, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? It's absolutely crazy. Oh, just ridiculous. Oh my goodness, just absolutely insane. All right, let's see where I left off. Armando, Jay, not sure you're aware, but MC will have a Coldar backup on the site. Oh, really? Mattel Creations will have Coldar backup on the site due to some payments not going through. That's awesome. But when Armando? When? Please do they have a date? Armando, please send me a PM so that I can share with everybody in the chat. Please let us know. That's absolutely crazy. Please share that and please share that with my Instagram, please. That way, everyone will be able to know when that date is, because that's going to be crazy. Please let me know somehow. Unicorns left out. I'm so pissed that Venom that I missed the Venom multi-pack. I had no idea it was even available. This is the problem as well. The announcements about when this thing happens, that happened the same freaking day. What is going on with the marketing companies? I do not understand what's happening. Seriously, like I found out because of Mad Hatter. That's because he did a video on it. So I was like, dang, this thing's out today. And the funny thing about that is I did receive a press release, but I didn't read it because I was too busy that day. And if it wasn't for Mad Hatter's video, I would have completely missed out on it. So yeah, Unicorns Left Net. I'm sorry you missed out on it too. Your Toys reckons when, Armando? What date exactly? We need to know, Armando. We need to know. Renegade Jay, have you seen the video of Skeletor eating hot wings? It's hilarious to watch. I'm gonna have to look at that up. Thank you, Renegade. Chris, I just wanted that Riot figure. There you go, brother. Neil, clearly Cassandra Elvira stays out of the sun. She's stunning, and like I said, her audiobook is great. Like driving around listening to an old friend tell stories on speakerphone. Excellent. Armando, not yet. But what they said is they actually called Mattel and they said to keep checking the website. That is complete BS. And you know what? That's typical of Mattel. Toy Bandit Hunter. I was fortunate enough to get the Venom 3-pack locked in. Congratulations, my friend. That's awesome. Neil. Ooh, what James said. Any info on when the Cold Dark extras will be up for sale? Yes, 100%. I would love to find out, James. Where are we now? Rhea Black. That looked awesome. I want that. Yeah, absolutely. Looking so great. James, I wish the Viper 3-pack was that cheap. Yeah, I know, right? It's the best value I've seen so far. It really is. Chris, awesome set, 100%. Tardarian Hanger. What are your thoughts on the Nacelle Sectors? I like them better than the Zika because it carries on the vintage line versus the reimagining. You know what? I think Nacelle is doing it right in terms of really hitting the nostalgia strings. And unlike what happened with Ramen, where in a lot of ways, Mike, I think you were right. If they were going to go for the full scale, they should have done that from the beginning. But I think Nacelle has a really good chance at resurrecting the Sectors brand. I love Sectors. I love the gimmicks. I love everything about them. I don't think that they'll be doing the gimmicks with the companion pieces. Case in point, they don't have any companions, which is strange. I think that's really a shortfall. I think that the Sectors should come with insect companions. I think that was one of the biggest features of the Sectors brand, and I don't even care if they have action features or not. I don't need a chomping. What's it called, beetle. I don't need a wing flapping fly. I don't need those things. I just need some sort of companion to go along with the Sectors themselves. I think that would be very, very much a thing, or should be a thing. It's called Sectors for a reason. Chris, oh nice. I need that Crystal Tiger. Well, head over to Big Bad Toy Store right now because he's still available as far as I know. Tardarian. BBTS told me that I have to ship my pile of loot and the taxes are $70. Yeah, this is true. We weren't going to get it, Mike, we weren't going to get away with not paying taxes. That's something that always ends up being with Big Bad Toy Store. So I that's something I just take as a granted. Depending on your state, taxes are different, right? So that's why they hold on to it for you in their pile of loot. But as soon as they need to ship it, they got to charge you those taxes. Just crazy. Your Toys reckons, yeah, I know. Righteous socially when she wears that black gothic dress with her makeup and hair like that, so much it would like my girlfriend to dress that way. And I hope, and one day, hopefully, oh, the dreams, oh, the hopes, oh, it's crazy. Neil, $70 shipping and taxes for your power loot. Are you in a non-US country? No, he's definitely in the United States. It's just that there's probably a lot in his pile of loot. Mike, Unicorns Love Not. What do you know about Coldar? I'm not sure. Primate. Jay, regarding BBTS new Tigra, I ordered it now. Please, please, please. The next Ghost Jaga. Fingers crossed. That's what I'm hoping for, brother. That is what I'm hoping for. Tydarian, Neil Hunter Hyde, USA. They build the taxes when they ship. Yep, this is true. Tydarian, Unicorns does not. Nothing. People here keep saying that Mattel Creations are going to put up more Coldars. I know that's apparently that's something that's happening. Andrew Davis, oh my God, Jay, what are you doing up? I'm always up at this time. I stream at 1 a.m. in the morning, brother. That's something I always do. Tydarian, I need him because I asked my son if he wanted one, and they're sold out that fast. I know, it's crazy. Andrew, how do I contact you besides social media? I don't do the social media thing. You can email me, Andrew, j@geek-proud.com. It's in my... well, basically, yeah, that's how you can contact me. I'll put it here. I'll put it in the chat. Proud.com. Yeah, you're welcome to so I just put it in the chat. So definitely you're more than happy. I'm more than happy to communicate over email. That's always fine. Yours always reckons. Coldar pre-order price inflation spike $59.99 on Mattel Creations. Watch it and see the limit of only 2. LOL. I hope not. Your Toys reckons that won't correlate with their current pricing structure. It really won't. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. James, you're skipping Serpentor, dude. Okay. Neil Hunter Hyde. Yikes! $70 in tax and shipping. You must have a lot of loot. I just got charged $20 for 5 figures from Pile Loot. I think Mike probably does have quite a bit. Nolan, that Serpentor is a must-have. It is for me. Tardarium, Serpentor is a must-have, 100%. Wow, the chat's starting to get away from me again. All right, we're gonna have to start wrapping this up, guys. Okay, Tardarium. Yep, that's that $4 makes me wait months until that Ultimate Prime has only a few days left. Too funny. That's the way I think. I feel the same way though, Mike. Let's see here. Tardarium, free shipping on both my his tanks. Wow, that's great. Because you bought a Premium Plus membership. Wow. Well, it does sort of make sense. Nova, Alphatron is transforming into a space boat. Never really interested me. It looks like a kit bash. It is, no matter what, a reuse of a sweep. But at the end of the day, I won't transform Alphatron anyway. I've always thought of Alphatron as a non-transforming transformer. One of the only ones, because I've never ever seen him transform in G1. So that's my fuzzy logic there. Your Toys Records, Mighty Kind, 100%. Chris Allen, pardon me, guys. Hasbro handles their exclusives way better than Mattel does, so I'm not too worried about getting what I want. Honestly, Chris, that's debatable. But this year anyway, Mindbender was a completely different story. It really was. So I'm hoping that trend continues. James, Orion Pax and Optimus Prime before the steroids, right? Yes, this is true. Renegade, Tydarium, I agree with you on Serpentor, but I was wondering if I could put glitter on the cape to make it look like the version 1. Your Toys Reckons. Hope Coldar is worth my time. High anxiety and headache, 100%. The Toy Bounty Hunter. Transformers 2-packs are one that I would like to have. Serpentor is the one that I need. There you go. That's actually really true. You have to make a decision. Neil, I'd like to know when that 40th anniversary 4-pack is releasing. Selling it for Mattel definitely has me paying attention to them. 40th anniversary 4-pack. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I don't now. No, I don't. What are you talking about, Neil? Are you talking about the 40th anniversary 2-pack? Or the 40th? I'm not. You're gonna have to be more specific. There are so many 40th anniversary things happening right now. I don't even know exactly what we're talking about. Your size reckons scary collector times, Mega J. Gotta say, stay positive, my friend. Yes, thank you, my friend. Really, I will try. Private. Well, Jay, his tank is awesome. I'm still fighting with myself to order it. Almost 3 days left. Well, brother, honestly, it's the value is there. The value is there. Neil, I got my email from Mattel Creations regarding Wondar about 5 to 7 minutes after it actually went on sale. Granted, I ordered it and sold out in 90 seconds. It's just crazy. That is complete BS. BS typical of Mattel. Wahahaha. That belongs on the quote wall, Jay. Well, I said it, so there you go. At least I guess that's a quote now. That is complete BS, typical of Mattel. There you go. It's been said. It is now preserved in the YouTube space. Armando, exactly when the second round of track collapse went up, they never announced the date or nothing. What it's gone already, or is it still coming, Armando? That you're now that's kind of getting scary. Nolan, Night Owls. There's only Night Owls in the geek space. Your Test Reckons, cool, Mega J. We can communicate with you, dude. Brother, you can always communicate with me. I never hid my information. And like I said, people are always welcome to message me on Instagram. That's the fastest way to talk to me because I respond there very, very quickly. All right. We're going to start wrapping this up, guys. Bloodsport 1. Jay, I'm going to go way back. Do you remember the Russian KGB characters from 1986 or 87? Those would make great figures. Well, Russian KGB is, from where, Bloodsport? You can't just throw something out like that. Which line are you talking about, Russian KGB? Yes, I know what Russian KGB is. I know what that is. I just don't know what you're referring to. Are you referring to G.I. Joe, or are you referring to, I'm going to guess you're referring to G.I. Joe. You're talking about the the Arctic Guard, right? The counterparts of the G.I. Joe, right? Yeah, I think that they would be great. Ivan, all those guys, they're amazing. Yeah, that's right. The October Guard. That's right. James is exactly what it is. I would love to see the October Guard. Yes, 100%. Yortes reckons. Oh, you know who's missing in the chat? And I was thinking about that Gwildor guy. I think he was here earlier. I'm not sure he's here anymore. I think he bowed out quite early. Nolan, James, that would be so awesome. Yes, absolutely. Of course. James is on top of everything. He knows the names too. I said Winter Guard and he said October Guard. He knows what he's talking about. Your Toys reckons. What happened to him, Mega J? Are you able to contact him? No, he's here and there. He pops in. I think he was in. If you look back on the chat, I think he was in there earlier. Toy Bounty Hunter. Well, have a good night. Yeah, I gotta go. Me too. We're wrapping this up right now. Toy Bounty Hunter, 100%. Armando. Neil means the 40th 4-pack He-Man or yes. See, there's the thing. The old brain's not working. It is 3:30 in the morning here. Well, there he is. Speak of the devil. Gwildor has arrived. There you go. Your Toys reckons. There's Gwildor. I have arrived. Absolutely. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker. At Mega J. With Mattel doing the online thing, do you think some people will stop purchasing MOTU action figures? Because personally, I might stop buying MOTU stuff. Well, I think that the retail space still has a lot of legs, but the Mattel Creations exclusives, I think that those are really giving a sore spot to a lot of people. And I do know for a fact a lot of people are getting out of the hobby, or at least that particular line, because of what's been happening. So yeah, I'm going to say it's a very high possibility. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker. All right, guys, we're gonna start wrapping this up because the sex bots are back. I'm gonna read the last few comments and then we'll start the wrap up process. Bloodsport for the comics, the G.I. Joe comics, the Arctic Guard. I think it is the October Guard, but if it's the Arctic Guard from the comics, that's cool. I did not know that they were actually called that now. Yeah, Bloodsport. Got to be specific with Mighty Mega J commands. Hilarious. Andrew Davis. Geez, Jay, look in your face when I said don't do the social media. It makes me feel like the middle child. It's not that. Sorry, did I make a face? I didn't even realize that. But I was just saying that the fastest way to connect with me is Instagram. But feel free to. I just was going through my head. That's what I was actually trying to figure out another way to contact me. Then I remembered, yeah, email, stupid. Yeah, so that was me. Primate, Jay, I agree with you that Serpentor is a must-have. I will try to get one. Absolutely, my friend. I think we're all going to be trying. Rhea, Night, Jay. After your live, I'm off to bed. Tired. I'm right there with you, Ray. I'm pretty much falling asleep right now. Have a good night, my friend. Your Toy Reckons. Yeah, Gwildor and all Eternia as well. Good. LOL. Nice to see you, my friend. Absolutely, brother. Armando. Good night. Good night and good journey. Good journey, my friend. Nolan. Hey, Gwildor. Good to see you, brother. Your Toys Reckons. Smiley face. They're back. The bots are back. Get out. Get out. Neil Hunter. Good night, Jake. Good night, fellow MOTU and pop fans and fellas. Good night, my friend. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker. I'm Jay. How do you think the recession is going to affect the toy industry? It's already affecting the toy industry, my friend. Here in Canada, prices are through the roof. So yes, it's a major concern, and it means the plastic's going to be more expensive. It means the toys are going to be more expensive. But in my opinion, as I've said multiple times, that is least of a concern compared to food, shelter, heating, gasoline, and of course electricity. When those go up, then we're in real trouble. That's a real concern. Nolan, good night, Neil. Good night, Neil. Good to and good night to you too, Nolan. Your Toys Reckons, good journey, my friend. Nova Regen, unplug that caffeine IV and go to bed, James. Good night, Nova. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Your Toys Reckons, good night, Mega J. Good to see your live stream, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Healing Red, good night, Jay. Good night to you too, my friend. Gwildor, good journey. Good journey. Nolan, good night, all, and remember to hit that like button. Thank you so much. Larry Smith, I've been able to get every exclusive I wanted from Hasbro Pulse. I've never got anything I wanted from Mattel Creations. Mattel Creations sucks. You know what? It really is the luck of the draw a lot of times, Larry. But hopefully your luck will change. Neil Hunter Hyde. Whoops, forgot to take those bedtime pills. Uh-oh. Your Toys Reckons, for real, Mega J. For real too, my friend. Nolan, good night, Jay. Good night, everybody. Guys, this has been an amazing night. One thing I did want to mention is got this surprise in the mail, and I'm totally going to do an unboxing tomorrow on MJR Collector. So, guys, definitely join me as I unbox Ramen Toys Quicksilver. Holy crap, everybody! This is something I'm super excited for. A huge thank to Ramen Toy for providing this review sample for me. This is incredible. I am super excited about this. We're going to do an unboxing tomorrow. Sorry, Sunday. Actually tomorrow. We're going to do an unboxing Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Definitely be there for that, guys. I think this is going to be a huge, exciting time for us here on Mega J Retro and the MJR Collector channel. Look at that guy. He looks absolutely boss, doesn't he? Freaking incredible. Super excited to unbox this guy. Really. So I hope you guys will join me for that. This is going to be a blast. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking with me all night. This has been an amazing evening. Thank you for joining me for this look into the exclusives and what it means for the industry. I really don't know where we're going forward, but I hope it means that there will be an abundance of action figures, not just the exclusives that are plaguing us and plaguing the collector community. I hope that everyone eventually will be able to get everything that they wanted, because we all deserve these action figures. They really are part of our childhood and something that we look forward to every single time now that they're being released time and time again. Guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week and I hope you guys will enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again so much. This is the highlight of my weekend, guys. Being able to spend some time with you, talking toys, talking pop culture, geek culture, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. This is so amazing. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are the world to me. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Last comments before we log off. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker at Mega J Retro. Well, I just subscribed. Thank you so much. Pooped by Anakin Skywalker. I really appreciate it. You're the best, my friend. Nolan, good night, Jay. Good night, Nolan. Your Toy Reckons. Yep, for real, Mega J. Absolutely. Good night, my friend. Unicorn's Wrath. Not. Good night, my brother. Good to see you. Helium Dread. Partly metal, partly real. I'm really excited for this, man. This is so exciting. Especially, look, it shines. It shines so great. Beautiful stuff. Nolan, best part of the week. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate it. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker, vote for Trump if you want affordable food, gas, home, and toys. Well, that's something to definitely discuss. Um, and I'm you know what I have no real opinion on that. I'm Canadian, so I guess that's something that can happen. So yeah, definitely. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker, if you're going to vote for Trump, all the power to you, my friend. Primate 7, Jim Mega J Retro, aka Crunchy. You're making me so hungry, brother. Seriously, I really want some crunchy nuts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so. Oh man, I want some crunchy nuts. Thank you for reminding me, Primate 7. Uh, Good journey, my friend. I hope you're doing well in Germany. Thank you so much. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker, my pleasure. Thank you, my friends. All right, guys. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everybody. We have the power. Keep proud.